Hello and welcome to the hallway on Nightmare difficulty. I'm going to be doing these on Nightmare, obviously. I just felt like it. I'm doing the levels anyway on normal with random traps. I figured I'd go ahead and try and do Nightmare on these levels. So Nightmare, the difference is you instantly pop up with this. If you back out of this, the match starts. So you have to pick your traps without running around, which means you need to know the level beforehand. You start with more difficult enemies, you start with more enemies, you start with I believe the same amount of coins. You may start with less coins as well, though. Enemies are harder, tougher, have more health, etc., etc. As an example, this is the first level in the game. On Nightmare difficulty, you have orcs with shields, so they have to take a hit before they can even take damage. And you also have an armored ogre, which takes 1 billion hit points of damage. So we'll see how this goes. Quite frankly, I really like the sticky tar and arrow wall. That's just me. I just like them. I also like the floor scorcher. And I don't know what else I can do on this level. I don't think any ceiling traps are really all that viable. But in case they are, I guess I'll get a shock zapper. What else do I need? I guess I could get some archers and line them up in the back, but that might not be all that useful. Let's get an ice amulet to freeze people, because that's helpful. And I think that will be all I use. I guess I could get a spring trap just in case. And if I have any extra coins, I can slap some on the back. So we have, once I exit this, we have 3 seconds to set up before stuff starts attacking. Oh yeah, and you have less rift points on Nightmare, so less things can be allowed through. Preferably none. In this case, we start with 10. Let's go ahead and start. Dash up here. There we go. Like I was still talking about what left me in the spellbook. Yes, they are. As you see, orcs with herp derp shields and stuff. Pretty much the entire time, I'm going to be standing out here, just firing off my crossbow, just as much as I possibly can, because it's quite difficult otherwise. I've also put these in the wrong order, so that's way over there. It seems a bit silly of me, but whatever. I will have to remedy that next time. I forgot I changed the UI settings, so I need to actually pick my traps in the proper order instead of willy-nilly. Put you there, we'll put a flame thing there. So the general idea here, if you haven't caught on, is this is a death pit, and yeah, I can't really use ceiling traps. I could use shock traps up there, I think, maybe. But the general idea is to make a big kill pit here. The only problem we'll have is the armored ogre. He takes basically no damage. Literally basically no damage, and has 1 billion hit points. So he's very difficult. I'm gonna have to see what I can do about kiting him around the death pit there. And freezing him in it and stuff like that, but it's, you know, it's gonna be tricky, as they totally don't say. You can see how the difficulty ramps up on Nightmare mode. It is drastically harder than your standard apprentice mode. It's drastically harder because they put the end-game enemies in it at the start, and they do that because you're required to beat the game before you can even play this mode. Which is a good thing, because otherwise you would never be able to do any of the levels if they let people try beforehand. I'll be there. Oh, see, there's the armored ogre. Actually, let's go ahead and freeze him now. I really should be going for headshots, but I can't shoot his head. There we go. For some reason, I have a serious issue shooting armored ogres' heads, especially when they're stunned, because their head's way back there. And now we run into the next issue. It spawns crap with the ogre. It's very irritating like that. Okay, run back over here. And this is what I wanted to do, is I wanted to kite him basically perpetually through here, and have the arrow traps and stuff help me. Obviously headshots are helping drastically, but come on. Come on, there we go. Right, let's go to the front lines and help out some more. We should be good, because this is the last wave, so... In fact, I think this is the last bit of this wave as well. Just go ahead and let the traps deal with it. Hooray! That went better than the first time I tried this. Oh, it's not the last bit of this wave.
I have sown until later.
It's a bit late to get the Weaver thing, but whatever. I could actually, well, no, I wouldn't be able to afford the initial setup I like with 2 arrow traps and 3 tar if I got the Weaver at the start there. There's 2 Weaver things that are very important. You need oiled trap gears and Death Augmenter. Death Augmenter gives you 25 instead of 15 coins per orc. And then the oiled trap gears lets stuff like the arrow traps refire faster, which is very, very important. And we won, and we did so perfectly. Hooray! That will very rarely, if ever, happen again, so just go ahead and don't expect that. Either way, thanks for watching, and oh, you get bonus for playing on Nightmare. Forgot about that. Either way, I will see you guys next time.